Hello, and welcome to the Ingy Pink Podcast, where we explore the intersection of spirituality and modern life. I am your host, Ingrid Pinkett, and today we're going to talk about a very important topic. Are you listening to the message that's being dropped into your spirit? It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life and forget to tune in to our inner wisdom. But the truth is, our spirits are always trying to communicate with us, guiding us toward our highest potential. The question is, are we listening? I want to share a personal story with you. So recently, I was feeling overwhelmed and a little stressed out. I had really a lot on my plate and I was struggling to kind of keep up. If you know anything, I'm live bi-coastal now. I was born and raised on the West Coast, and now I'm on the East Coast. And so that transition put a whole lot on my plate. And as I was struggling to kind of grasp everything that was going on, I just took a step back one day and I decided to listen to my spirit. And you know what? I heard a clear and loud message that said, slow down, take a breath, and trust that everything will work out. It was like a weight that had been lifted off of my shoulders. It made me feel so great. It made me have a different perspective about everything that I was going through at that very moment. So, how can we tune in to these messages from our spirit? Here's a few tips. Get quiet. Take a few moments each day to sit in silence. Close your eyes and listen. What do you hear? What do you feel? 2, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This will help you to tap into your inner wisdom and hear the messages that are being sent your way. 3, trust your intuition. That little voice inside your head, that's your spirit trying to guide you. Trust it, even if it seems scary or uncertain. Trust it because it has your best interests at heart. It is that higher power that is aligning the universe to take you where you need to be and what is destined just for you. Take care of yourself. When we are tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, it's harder to hear the messages from our spirit. Make sure to get enough sleep, exercise, and eat nourishing foods to support your physical and mental well-being. Pay attention to all of those things. Those are a few of the things that I personally have implemented into my own life. Am I perfect at it all the time? Of course not. Are there moments where I don't get to tap into each one of those things that I am saying to you now? Absolutely. But remember, each and every day is a new day to begin that same thing. So be easy with yourself, as my goal coach always tells me. Now, like I said, it can be challenging to listen to our spirits, even when we're busy or we're stressed. But the more we practice, the easier it becomes, and the benefits are incredible. When we tune into our spirits, we can access that inner wisdom, creativity, and guidance that can help us navigate life challenges with grace and with ease. So we can apply this into our daily lives. Each and every day, we can do each and everything that I talked about in the overview. Now, let me give you a couple of things that can help you in your everyday daily life. Start your day with a spiritual practice. So every morning when you wake up, take a few minutes each morning to meditate, pray, or simply listen to your spirit. This will help you set a positive intention for the day and stay connected to your inner guidance. For myself, I started a couple of different books that I am reading through now, and I have to wake up and I have to sit and I have to be mindful in that moment, in that time frame that I have set for myself to pay attention to what I'm feeling and writing things down. If it's for you, journaling, things like that, write what you come across the first thing in the morning. A couple of books that I am reading is, one of them is the what is your rich life look like? And rich life does not necessarily mean money or wealth. It could mean whatever a rich life looks like for you. But it's an actual journal that I have to write in every single morning in order to kind of build my rich life. And each morning it helps me and motivates me to take one step towards that life that I know that is destined for me. There's a couple of other things that I read as well. I don't have them in front of me to be able to give those to you, but trust me, find what resonates with you. Also, listen to your intuition to make decisions. When faced with a choice, take a moment to tune into your spirit and ask yourself, what feels right for me? Or what is my spirit guiding me to do? Trust your intuition and follow its lead. I can tell you from experience that the journey that I am on now, 21 years ago, the plan was laid out for me, but Ingrid was busy doing what Ingrid thought that was supposed to look like. I was a little nervous and fearful, false expectation appearing real, to take the horn by the reins and say, I'm gonna just ride this out. So now in my life, I'm like, I'm going to ride this out. I am going to make sure, even if I don't know what's going to happen next, I'm going to trust my intuition when peace comes over me, when my intuition says you're on the right path, even though I don't see it, I don't know what's going to happen next, I don't know how things are going to work out, I have no idea. I do listen to my intuition that gives me that little word that says trust and the phrase, you're on the right path. I listen to that now way more than I ever have in my life. Why? Because I know that is the only way to get to the next level, the only way to get to your destination, the only way to get to your promise, the only way to make whatever it is that your destination, rich life, your millions, your peace, the only way to get there is that you're going to have to go through something. You're going to have to take a path that you have never taken before in order to be able to get there. You have to do that. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can change it for you. Nobody else can do that but you. Because what is promised for you, just like what's promised for me, and I had to learn this, was mine. What's promised for you is for you. And I know for myself, I had to make a decision and I had to listen to that voice that told me, do you want to leave this earth, get up to the heavens of heavenlies or wherever that is for you and see all the things that you were supposed to have, that because you did not listen and follow that path, because you didn't listen, all these things couldn't have been given to you. You couldn't have those things. So now they're up here, and you get to see all the stuff that you could, would have, should have had if you would have just listened. I don't want that for you, because I don't want that for me. So I know I that was delivered with so much passion, because do what feels right. Let that peace. Don't sit in comfort. Make yourself uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable, because that's going to take you to where you need to be. I'm telling you what I'm living, what I'm living through at this later on in life. Let me go back for a second. I want to make sure that you get this. Trust your intuition to follow its lead. I'll say that one more time. Trust your intuition and follow its lead in every area of your life. You have to remove some things. You have to go some places you've never been. You got to leave that job. You have to let go of that friendship. You have to change that business idea. You need to let your children are grown. You got to just pray for them, but you got to let them lead their own path. Do not sacrifice yourself, because you cannot do anything for anyone else until you do it for yourself. That's how life works. Don't let it be sitting up there waiting for you and you never get it. Practice mindfulness throughout the day. Take breaks and breathe deeply. Focus on the present moment. This will help you to stay grounded and connected to your spirit, even in the midst of chaos. Let me tell you, I am clapping my hands when I tell you I have to do that a lot. There are times when my mind is spinning, it's racing. I have 85 things going on at one time. I have my GC calling me, my assistant calling me, my friends calling me, my family calling me. I have a lot of things going on. I'm sitting here right now in front of 3 screens, 2 phones, jumping from one thing to the other. And I have to sit for a moment, take that deep breath. Take that breath for yourself so that you can clear your mind. It may be a moment when you just have to pause. You on that Zoom call and you tell them, you know what, I'll be right back. They don't know whether you done went to the restroom, you done took a call, whatever it is that you're doing, or that phone call, you just get silent for a minute. You know what, you tell them, hold on for a second, and you just remove yourself. It is okay to take that deep cleansing breath. Why? Because that gets you refocused. That grounds you in the midst of all that stuff that's going on. It grounds you. It puts you in a different mindset. It puts you in a different mind frame. You can see things more clearly. And if you need to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, take that time. Take those breaths and focus on that present moment. Don't think about what's ahead. Don't think about the future. Don't think about that, because remember, like I said, sometimes when you are on that path, you can't see past that mountain. You can't see past that pebble. You can't see past what's in front of you right now. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You can't see past that. and things are not making sense at that present moment. You don't understand why this is going the way that it's going. But if you take that moment to pause for a second, you take that deep breath, you breathe in and you breathe out those cleansing breaths. What it does is it grounds you and it connects you to your spirit in the middle of all that stuff that's going on around you. And then all of a sudden, this wave of peace, energy, the universe will align to drop all of that peace on you. You have not the slightest idea as to, you see all the tornado around you and you standing in the middle of it, but for some reason, you're calm. They have no idea why you are so peaceful. The energy that you're sending. Okay, I know you got all this going on, but for some reason, I'm being drawn to you. So how do you get that? Where do you get that from? And then in the midst of all that, the things that are needed, that you need at that moment, they will come to you. The universe will drop those things on you and they will come to you. Thing that you thought you were going to work it one way, the higher power, God aligns the universe and he brings it to you just in the nick of time. And you didn't even know that was coming your way. You had no idea that was the way he was going to work that out. You had no idea that was the path you were supposed to take. You thought you were supposed to go right and he made you go left. Or you thought you was supposed to make a turn and he said, no, go straight. Just because you sat and you stayed in your current moment, you stayed grounded, you stayed connected, even in the midst of everything that was going on around you. The last thing, cultivate self-care. Remember that taking care of yourself is essential for hearing the messages from your spirit. Make time for activities that nourish your body, mind, and soul, such as exercising, reading, spending time in nature. I watch several people on YouTube, and one of the ladies that I watch on YouTube, she always asks, did you go outside? Did you drink your water? Did you take your shoes off and go stand in the grass? Did you connect yourself with the outside world, with nature, with something other than what you are going through? Hydrate, I will tell you something. Hydrating yourself, that can change your life. We are made up of water and we need to bring that back into ourselves. If you are able to go sit next to water, one of my best friends, that's his thing. He likes to go if he can get close to the ocean and he can sit next to water, that's his thing. He likes that. He is Navy. But for a lot of us, whatever that looks like for you, it may just be grass and the oxygen and taking water to drink it and just hydrating yourself. When you wake up in the morning, do that for you. And if you don't want to go out and you don't want to do 30 or 40 minutes of hard exercises, HIIT training ain't for you. You don't want to go out and do that, don't do that. Do some stretches. Stretch your body out. Get your juices flowing. Get your blood circulating. Get your muscles awake. Do that. And I know from myself as a 53-year-old woman, sometimes, honey, everything don't work like it used to. So I gotta get up in the morning and I gotta get them stretches. I gotta move my body around. I need to stretch my legs, my arms, my torso. It helps to get things going in the morning. Do that for yourself. Take care of you. Because Those things will help you to listen to that inner spirit when those things are dropped in. Because be mindful that things that are dropped into your spirit, they're not loud. They don't come with this boisterous voice. It sometimes is really, 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 really soft. It's soft. And in order to listen, you have to be in tune. You have to be grounded. You have to be mindful. Your body, mind, and soul has to connect. Remember, my friends, our spirits are always speaking to us. They're guiding us towards our highest potential. The question is, are we listening? By tuning in to our inner wisdom, we can live a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with our deepest desires. I want to thank you for joining me today on the Ingy Pink podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend or a family member who might benefit from this message. And please don't forget to subscribe to my podcast for more inspiring conversation on spirituality, modern life, entrepreneurship, all of those things. And until next time, I want you to take care and keep listening to the message that is being delivered into your spirit, into your soul, into your life. And if no one has told you today, you are awesome. Take care.